think sometimes we put ourselves in a box and we think art is art projects or art field trips, but there's all this buzz around the word innovation and how we need to be innovative. And in the business world, we hear that word all the time, but how can our students learn to be innovative if we don't provide them creativity? And that creativity piece makes everyone a better person because it makes us a better version of ourselves.
I think obviously reading and writing are very important. Reading, writing, and arithmetic are very important, as well as science and social studies. But in order for a child to have a totally rounded out education, the arts are essential. And it's an area in many cases where kids really shine, and then they buy in more to the other type of academics because they're able to experience things through the arts.
So Beyond the Classroom in the past has always been a performing arts series for schools, and students would get on the bus, come to the performance, and get off the bus. Now what we provide is we provide an opportunity for the students to have sessions in our art studio, our dance studio, up in our plaque gallery. They work with local teaching artists.
After the performance, we took tiles and we used regular glue and put little pieces of kind of glass and different kind of things like that onto it, and I made a very unique piece.
What is so unique and special about this program is that it is the day of. So immediately following a performance, not only are they exposed to that art for art's sake, but they're also exposed to sessions that specifically connect with the performance that they saw.
Can you tell me about when the teaching artists came into your classroom and what work they did with you in there?
Oh, they gave us giant portraits of Martin Luther King Jr. and we got to use his I Have a Dream speech and we put it into collage form on his face, and we made ours really colorful with a lot of colorful words.
The students have this much deeper understanding of the material, and then at the same time they are exposed to the arts. And no one wants to talk about the F word, which is fun, but when we're talking about children and we're talking about youth, how will they learn? They will learn if they're having fun, which causes them to be engaged, which causes them to be enthusiastic. And so it is really important not just for the students to be in the Beyond the Classroom extended programming, but also for the teachers as well, because it really is a great little reminder that there is room for arts in the classroom.
We had the artists come directly to Banting and set up in one of our art rooms, and we got to do a project around the Very Hungry Caterpillar. And the artist came in, and it was nice to be able to meet the artist because then we went back to the Wilson Center. She was there also, and a lot of our kids remembered her. And it just was good foreshadowing for who Eric Carle was and what kind of books he read. And then when we got to see the performance of the Very Hungry Caterpillar, all the kids were like, I remember that caterpillar. We did that project with him. So it was just cool that we could tie it all together.
So I think in the past what's happened is that the students go on a field trip. Sometimes they don't even know where they're going. By having that pre-step, it not only just introduces them to what they're going to see on the stage, but it connects the arts with what they're already doing in their classroom academically. So the arts integration piece really excites a child and gets them excited not just for the field trip and the live performing arts piece, but it also gets them excited to learn. So the classroom teacher is sort of like the cheerleader. They are that bridge between the Wilson Center and the classroom. It just is interesting to see those classroom teachers who really jump into the whole process, because what they're really saying with their nonverbals to the students is, this is important. This is important, just like everything else that we do together.
What was your students' reaction to seeing a live performance?
They loved it. They got really excited. We actually got to sit in the front row, and so the kids were just excited to see the stage, and they were excited about Eric Carle because we talked a lot about his books too.
Do you think it's important for them to attend live performances?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I was just as excited at seeing it as they were.
We had a student recently at one of our outreach programs with Kegwin and Company. Right from the get-go, I saw something special in this 8th grade boy. Larry Kegwin also noticed this particular student. What was really fascinating was to see his teacher's reaction to him. Larry Kegwin actually gave him a solo to do during the outreach. It gave me goosebumps to hear the teachers say that he had really struggled with his self-esteem. They didn't even have words to describe what they were seeing. It was life-changing. To see a child be exposed to the arts in such a short time frame, we can hope that they'll continue to have arts experiences, but if they don't, what will happen to that child? It really is our responsibility to provide them with that exposure to the arts, because it could be life-changing and it could be the reason why they want to get up every morning, and it gives them life purpose.
I can't imagine what my life would be like without the arts. It's built this like huge self-esteem for me. It's opened so many doors and given me so many lovely opportunities. It really helped create this foundation of who I am today.
When you can actually feel the instruments in your soul, and when you can strongly feel and sense the emotions coming from a dancer, or you can feel the emotions coming from an actor, that's just indescribable. You can't put that into words, and it's so important for students to have that experience with the arts.
Yeah, I love art. Like when I came here, it like inspired me, and also my uncle, because he goes to college for art.
Arts education is so much more than creating art projects and putting them up in the hallway. We want our students to have both left and right brain skills. With that said, it's not just about creating new dancers or new painters or new poets. That's part of it. There are bits and pieces of the arts that other academics just do not teach. Empathy and kindness and really addressing the whole child. Isn't that what our goal should be?
Thank you for sending me to be on the classroom.